I began selling on Amazon PPC was frustrating. It was the most intimidating and challenging aspect to understand. Unfortunately, all the YouTube videos about Amazon PPC don't effectively show you how to implement a successful PPC strategy. And I've spent months to master PPC, and in this video I'm sharing my insanely good and easy to apply PPC strategy you should use for product launch and beyond. When you apply this strategy, you will get that sweet spot on Amazon's page 1 and make tons of sales with less PPC costs. This video is structured as a full tutorial, so you just follow along and implement every step right into your own PPC campaigns. The video is a little bit longer, but every step is pure cash and crucial for your success. My name is Chris, I'm a six-figure Amazon seller and I teach people how to build successful brands on Amazon. And what you are going to learn in today's video is first, how to find relevant keywords and competitors. Then we jump right into the PPC strategy and I'll show you how to set up your campaigns in the best possible way. And after that I'll show you how to best optimize your PPC campaigns, which is the key to long-term PPC success. So the perfect PPC strategy follows two different goals. Phase 1 is to establish the product on the market, gather information, increase visibility, drive sales, and by that, build organic ranking. The second phase is to scale the existing product, where we optimize our targeting, further increase visibility, reduce ACoS, and increase margins and get market share from our competitors. If I haven't mentioned that yet, if you get any value out of this video, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. Thank you so much. And if you want to build your own Amazon FBA business, check out my coaching program. It's linked in the video description and I help you get successful on Amazon. So let's first break down what PPC actually means. PPC stands for pay per click. In a nutshell, Amazon has their own advertising platform inside Amazon where it allows you to market your products, and as soon as somebody clicks on your product, you get charged. In fact, 50% of the products you see on Amazon are sponsored. As you can see on the screen, I've just typed in wood nightstand organizer, and you can see sponsored over here. And that indicates that these sellers are running ads for this specific keyword. So in their Seller Central, they are set up to run ads when somebody types in this keyword. So they are paying to be at the top of the results. And you can see that this one here doesn't have sponsored, and that means that they are the first organic result for this keyword. So they have a very good keyword ranking for this specific keyword, and they are not having to run ads to be visible on the first line of page 1. So that's very important to note that it happens per keyword. It's not like you can run PPC for your product, you run it for specific keywords that you believe customers are going to type in to find your product, and you are paying for ranking in the end. So the end result that you want is to rank organically on page 1 in the first line, but we can't do that from the beginning, and in the beginning we have to rely on our sponsored ads. Then we show up in the top results through our sponsored ads, and with each sale we make, our organic ranking is increasing. So if we are now at page 7 or 6, with each sale our organic ranking is improving. And that's why also in our strategy we will be a little more aggressive with our bidding, but more about that in a few seconds. You can also have ads on the product page. If we click on a product, you can see that competitors show up on the listing of this product, and this is because these sellers target this product in their PPC campaign. And also down here, this is PPC targeting competitors. So let's start with step number 1, finding relevant keywords. I'll show you how to find your relevant keywords and competitors, which will become the targets of our strategy. And we want to do that with the help of Helium 10. If you don't have Helium 10 yet, that's your moment to get it. Make sure you use my link in the video description so you can get a discount, and yes, it also helps my channel. And we will use Helium 10's Cerebro tool to build your perfect product list for PPC. Cerebro is a reverse ASIN search tool, and what we are going to do is to input your top 3 competitor ASINs. And top competitors are those that have a similar product, similar sales price, and generate top sales. And Cerebro is going to provide you with a keyword list based on the keywords that perform the best for those existing products. So step number 1 is to identify your top 3 competitors, find their listings, and then you're going to copy their ASINs. So now let's just say we are selling a wood nightstand organizer. You search it on Amazon and get the ASINs by clicking into their listing and find the ASIN beneath product info and paste it into Cerebro and press get keywords. Now Cerebro will show us probably thousands of keywords, but for our strategy we want only around 8 to max 20 highly relevant keywords. So what we want to do to get our keyword list down is use the filter options. We set search volume to 500 to 1000 depending on the size of your niche. And additionally, we set the advanced rank filter to at least one product is among the top 10 products for the keywords. And like this, we will get the most relevant keywords. Now we should end up with around 20 highly relevant keywords that these 3 competitors perform best for. If you have more, just adjust the filters a little bit. Now go through the list and delete keywords that include brand names or keywords that you can tell are not relevant. Now you have your PPC keyword master list that we will put into our campaigns later, and you can export it and save it for now into a Word document, for example, wherever you want to save it. And step number 2 is product targeting. This process is actually pretty straightforward. You are going to type your main keyword in Amazon, click on X-ray tool and copy the ASINs of your most relevant competitors. Again, these are similar products with good sales and a similar sales price. And add it to your target list, the list that you have also put the keywords in. And the tip here is to add 1 or 2 of the newest competitors on the market. This is a little bit of like a low-hanging fruit, and you can steal some of those sales from the weakest competitors. You find new products by filtering up here and click on new arrivals, and now you will see the latest arrivals that have shown up in your category and also add them to your list. In total, we want to add a maximum of 15 competitors. And just like that, we are ready to create our own PPC campaign strategy. But in order to do that, there's one thing that you need to understand about how PPC works, and that's what the different keyword matching types mean. The Amazon PPC system has 3 keyword matching types: exact match, broad match, and phrase match. Exact match means it will only match searches that are the exact same phrase as the original keyword phrase and nothing else. Same words, same order. If your keyword phrase is, for example, Bluetooth headphones, your ad will only show up for Bluetooth headphones exactly as it is. Broad match, on the other hand, means that your ad may show up for searches that are similar to the keyword, including synonyms, misspellings, and related phrases. The order and additional words don't matter. So for our keyword Bluetooth headphones, our ad may show up for searches like Bluetooth headphones white, headphones Bluetooth black, best Bluetooth headphones, etc. Phrase match is a hybrid between exact and broad match. Your ad will show up for searches that include your keyword in the exact same order, but may have additional words before or after it. In general, exact match will give you the most control, while broad match will give you the most exposure, but may result in less relevant clicks. And this knowledge is of huge importance for our strategy and shows us how we get from research to optimization. And it looks as follows. First, we will start with a broad match campaign and an automatic campaign for research, as this way we will get the most information. And second, we monitor our search terms, and we will identify our high performing search terms and adjust our bids on these high performing keywords, and we will lower our bids on the lower performing keywords. And later we will add high performing targets to our exact match campaign, and as the time goes by we will keep optimizing our campaigns. And with these steps you're set to rock, and I'll show you how they works right now. So now head on over to Seller Central and under Advertisement, Campaign Manager, click Sponsored Products. First campaign we're going to create is the broad match campaign, and I suggest naming it to something meaningful so you can identify it later on. So let's call it Nightstand Keyword Broad, and I always do it in that order: product name, target, and match type. Then select the product from your list of SKUs, and then we are going to choose manual targeting, leave it on keyword targeting, and choose enter list. And we're only doing broad on this one, so we can untick exact and phrase match. And now I just grab the keywords from the list that we have prepared earlier and drop it in here, and there we go. You have your keywords in here, and now we can click add keywords, and then here your keywords are gonna come up. So now here you can see suggested bid, and when you pick your product above, which I haven't done now, but when you pick the SKU above, then you will see a price range down here. And let's say the price range would be from 35 cents to 75 cents. And in our strategy, we always want to go 10% above the highest value that is being displayed here. So in that case, I would go and bid 83 cents. And I also recommend using odd numbers because most people usually pick numbers like $1. So I would pick $1.01 in order to outbid most of the people. And with that aggressive approach, we are making sure that we outbid most of the sellers, and then we are going to show up at the top of page 1, and then we're beginning to get visibility so we can test better and get more clicks, get more sales, and move that organic ranking up. And don't worry that you'll spend way too much money, because there is one important thing to know, and that is that Amazon PPC is an auction house. Just because your bid says $2, it doesn't mean that every time somebody clicks on your ad that you are going to get charged $3, for example. It means only that you are willing to bid up to $3. So if the next highest bid is only $1.50, then Amazon will outbid it for $1.51, and you're only then going to pay $1.51. So with our more aggressive strategy here, we will get to the top of the ad spots for your keywords, and you will get faster results by collecting data faster, and because of that you can make better optimization decisions, and we will have a better organic ranking faster. Now once you have done that, scroll down and choose fixed bids. Fixed bids mean that Amazon will exactly bid the amount you wanted. And remember, that doesn't mean that you pay that amount, it's just the bid. And many people will suggest you to use dynamic bids at the beginning, but that is actually a mistake. How you want to use it is, you always want to start with fixed bids, and by using fixed bids, your campaign will get better impressions and faster sales on the product because Amazon is not trained or smart enough yet to know when to bid up and when to bid down. And note the following: once you have 100 to 200 orders, switch from fixed bids over to dynamic bids down only. Now set the campaign name to the same name that you've entered at the top, leave the start and end date as default, and then for this campaign we can set up our daily budget. And we want to be precise with our daily budget, and I'll show you how to best distribute it among the 3 campaigns we are setting up soon. So let's say your expected revenue is 100K, which would be sales price times the amount of products you have. I usually plan to spend 10% on advertisement, so 10K in that case. The amount of products that I have lasts for an estimated time of 3 months. So I divide 10K by 90 days, which leaves me with $111 that I can spend per day. Now for this campaign we want 25% of our daily budget. So $111 times 25% is $28 US. So that's the budget we set here, and in general you want a minimum of $10 per campaign and day. So from here we're just going to hit launch campaign, and just like that you have launched your first campaign. Congratulations! And now we are going to be setting up our product targeting campaign. All we're gonna do here is the same as before. We go on advertisement, campaign manager, we click on continue where it says sponsored products, and then we give, like before, a campaign name. I call it nightstand product targeting. Then we pick our SKU here, click on manual targeting and product targeting, and then we want to add individual products and enter a list, and then we come over here to our document, copy our ASINs. You'll have more, I just have 3 for now. We paste it in here. We leave this on expanded so Amazon can test with similar products and explore, and then we hit target. Then here we have a suggested bid again, and as before here, once you have added your SKU, there will be a range, and we'll go 10% above the highest value here and type it in here. Then we don't want to do negative product targeting. Be careful with negative targeting. If you have a high ACOS, for example, with one of your keywords, don't put it on negative, just reduce the bid by 70 or 80% and turn this keyword off maybe if you want to, but never put it on negative. Unless for a month it only causes you costs and never generates sales. Otherwise it might mess up your campaign, so we don't want to do that for now. And click on fixed bids here. Add the same name as above, leave the date like that. And again, for the daily budget we set 25% of our daily budget and hit launch campaign. That's it. And now step number 3 is our automatic campaign. And what the automatic campaign does is find keywords that will match with our product. Amazon will do that by analyzing your product title, check your product keywords in the back end, check your product description, and based on that, they will start testing out multiple keywords to fit our product. So using the power of the automatic campaign is very useful for our research phase. Okay guys, now I'll show you quickly as well how to set up your automatic campaign. So we come over to the campaign manager. And by the way, I wanted to mention that there are different campaign types, and when you have a brand registered, you can also click on sponsored brands or sponsored display, and there you will be able to have ads on Amazon for your brand, and that can be very useful also. And you can set it up later once you have set up your campaign. But for now, in this video, I'm only going to show you the sponsored products, and that's why we click on continue here. And now we are going to set up our automatic campaign. You'll give it a name again, according to how you've learned it before. Then you pick your SKU, and now here we just pick automatic campaign. There is a default bid set, and we're going quite a bit higher than that, and I'll just double it here. So increase it by quite a bit, again for the reason of gaining more visibility in the beginning and more data. Then we're not doing negative targeting for now. Choose fixed bids, and then yeah, it's quick and easy actually. You type in the name again, leave that like this, and here the difference is that for the daily budget we pick 50% instead of 25%. So this would be in my case 46 euro, and then we click launch campaign. And now we have 3 distinct PPC campaigns launched in a way that delivers us as many infos as fast as possible, helps us get visibility and boost our organic ranking. And now after setting up these campaigns, it is important to not change anything for 12 to 14 days, because we need that time in order to make informed decisions on how to optimize the campaigns. Which brings us to the most important step, PPC optimization. After 12 to 14 days, we are ready to start our first optimization phase, where we will mainly increase the performance of our campaigns by adjusting our bids. In order to do that, we need to go into the ad manager and download the report. We click sponsored products, then type search term, summary, and the period is basically since product launch. Then we enter our email address, time now, and create report. So now you can download the Excel file, and in this file you'll have all relevant PPC data. Here you can see are your different campaign names, and if we go here over to the right side, we have many important data, for example the click-through rate, the cost per click, and the ACoS. So general rule of thumb is the higher the click-through rate the better, the lower the cost per click the better, and the lower the ACoS the better. So what we want to do first now is filter for the campaigns we have, and we can start actually with the automatic campaign here. So click on filter up here, and then we can use the filter function, and then we are going to pick the campaign we want to improve first. So let's pick the automatic campaign here. Okay, and once we have filtered, we go all the way over here to the ACoS, and the ACoS is the advertisement cost of sales and shows us how much money we've paid for ads in order to make one sale. And we want to filter that from largest to smallest. And here we see how our campaigns did in the first weeks. And we can see here they have a very high ACoS, and it's filtered to a really low ACoS. And remember, the lower the ACoS, the better. One rule of thumb for our first optimization phase is that if your ACoS is higher than your calculated margin, then we want to reduce that bid on this specific keyword. Let's say our margin is at 30%, then we want to reduce all bids of the keywords with an ACoS higher than 30. And we want to decrease the bid by 10 to 20% unless they are at a really high ACoS, for example at around 150 or higher. Then you can reduce it by 70 to 80%. And remember, we don't want to set anything as a negative target right now because it's too early to say that, and we might dismiss a keyword that actually might make sales later on. If the ACoS is lower than the margin, then we are making money from this target and we want to push it. So we increase the bids on this keyword or product to maximize our conversions. For instance, if your margin is at 30% and the current ACoS is 15%, increase the bids on these high performing keywords in order to capture more traffic and sales. And in that case, increase the bids also by 10 to max 20%. And now you just do the exact same thing for your product targeting campaign and your automatic campaign. And this is our first optimization cycle, and our performance and ranking will be pushed now. The next step is to wait another 2 weeks. So at around week 4 after product launch, you download the report again and analyze the campaigns, just like we did now. Lower the bids on ineffective targets, and if you have 100 to 200 sales already, you can set the bidding strategy from fixed bids to dynamic bids down. The difference this time is that we start to add an additional campaign, which is our exact match campaign. It's a very important campaign. Since we have plenty of information by now, we know our highly effective targets and want to double down on them. Now we take all profitable keywords from our broad match and automatic campaign and add these keywords into an exact match campaign. And it is important to leave these keywords on in both campaigns. So if you add a well-performing keyword to exact match, don't turn it off in the broad match campaign, otherwise it will have a negative effect on the exposure of that keyword overall. So now we create a new campaign as we did before, and we call it, for example, nightstand exact match. And here we target all highly effective keywords. And at the same time now we are going to reduce the budget of the automatic campaign to 25% and use the 25% that got free for our exact match campaign. And now we have our budget spread equally among all campaigns. So now our PPC campaigns are getting better and better. We are going to rank better and are more profitable. And in the upcoming 3 to 4 months, you will check and adapt your bids every 2 weeks. And you will continue to add high-performing keywords to the exact match campaign. And doing so will continuously increase the profitability of your campaigns. And remember, another important thing, never stop using PPC in order to stay at page number 1. You cannot rely on organic ranking only. After 4 months now, you can go over to improving your campaigns only once a month. And you can also start experimenting with sponsored products, for example, or with dynamic bids up and down. You can add new campaigns and test whatever is working best for your product. And like this, and with the strategy that I have shown you now, I'm sure that you will dominate on Amazon. And if you guys learned something today, like, subscribe and drop a comment. And if you want an experienced coach that leads you towards your Amazon FBA success, check out my training program. If you need some more motivation to start, check out my video about my Amazon FBA success story that is coming up next. And my tip is start today and don't let analysis paralysis stop you from achieving your goals. See you in the next video.